online, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM. Good Morning Sunday with Hardeep Singh Kohli.
BBC Radio 2.
Good morning, Sunday. Yes, it's me, the big brown fella for Glasgow. And I'd like to play this opening track for the curlers. They did so well, didn't they? Bringing home medals, making us all proud. Go Team GB, go Eve Whitehead, go Ice. Good morning, how are you this morning? I hope you're well. Glasgow can't quite make up its mind whether it's winter or midwinter. So it's blown a hoolie out there, as we say, but it's lovely nonetheless to be home. My guest this week is Alfie Boe, by the way. I'm so excited. I met him recently to talk about his new album, Trust, and his role as kind of the UK's favourite tenor and just all-round good guy. He's managed to make it to National Treasure, I think, fairly early in his career. He's so beloved by many, very much, including me, and a lovely chat with him. He really is quite a beautiful man, so I'm very much looking forward to you hearing that. That's a lovely, lovely song. From one lovely singer to another, Alfie Boe took the lead role of Jean Valjean in the 25th anniversary concert of Les Mis in 2010 at the O2 Arena. And last year he was invited to sing at the Queen's Diamond Jubilee concert because he is the Royals' favourite tenor. He's a trained opera singer and has been a lover of many different styles of music, from rock, pop through to opera. And his last two albums, Storyteller and Trust, which was released in November last year, have showcased his talent as a crossover artist. Alfie was born in Lancashire, lovely Lancashire, in 1963, and was baptised, wait for it, sorry, 1973. I've just taken 20 years off him, although his skin does look that good. Born in 73, he was baptised, wait for it, Alfred Giovanni Roncalli Boe. I started by asking him if he was just a little bit Italian.
There's no Italian at all. My first name, Alfred, I was named after my father. In the middle section, the Giovanni Roncalli, I come from a Irish Catholic family, and so my mother gave me the middle name of Pope John the 23rd.
Very specific.
It was Giovanni Roncalli.
Because it also does sound like a fragrance.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Giovanni by Roncalli.
I never thought of that, actually.
I think we should launch it.
That's really good. I wonder how it'd smell.
Amazing.
Really.
That's just the answer you've got to get. So, I mean, Catholicism is in your name. Was it a big part of your growing up?
It was, yeah, it was. It was a big deal for me when I was a kid. Getting woken up on a Sunday morning, brushed hair, best clothes, go to church, sit in mass for what seemed like hours, but it was 45 minutes, and then come out of mass, go home, sit down and be with the family, have Sunday dinner, and that was our routine every weekend. And then sometimes my mum would come into the living room, switch the TV off and say, right, we're off to benediction, and it'd be like, okay, there we go.
But I love the smell of benediction.
Yeah.
Isn't
The
that
incense is incredible.
amazing? I mean, how much of that music, because when you mentioned benediction, and one of my favourite hymns,
Can you sing a bit louder? All right.
I'll do the console version. I mean, it's beautiful and it's massive, and when the whole
Could you sing it one more time, please?
Do you know, Alfie Boe? No. Here I'm sitting with a professional singer and I'm singing. You start cooking then.
Sorry, okay.
No, sing it for me. How does it go?
Praise my Lord, there's soul in heaven, to the Father and the Son.
See, but that's... But there is a bigness about kind of some of those hymns, very similar to the sort of way you sing, or is that just in terms of a performance level?
Very much so. I mean, the hymns are musical prayers, really. You know, hymns are something that you should really throw yourself into. And praise my soul, the King of Heaven, or something, praise my Lord, the King of Heaven, that the first words to that particular hymn. And it's very powerful what you're saying. To embody those words and embody that music, you have to give it everything. Unfortunately, people in church on a Sunday morning, maybe after a night out on a Saturday, don't have that much enthusiasm, you know. So it's praise, you know. But if you do embrace that music and embrace the words and feel what it's meant to do, it can mend your soul and mend your life in so many different ways.
It was interesting. I was thinking about the similarities you and I have, apart from incredibly well-manicured beards. You grew up in Lancashire, working class and a deeply religious family, very much like me, Glasgow, but with a great love of having a good time.
Yeah.
The question I'm asking is Lancashire working class Catholicism different from what some of our listeners who aren't familiar with that part of the world, would they recognise it? What's different about it?
In the north, I think the world of Catholicism does centre around social gatherings and a lot of family-run parishes. And if there's somebody having a problem within the church or within that parish, there seems to be more of a connection with helping them out or giving them a hand and becoming more about one family, if you will,
Your eyes light up when you talk about your Catholicism, you know that?
Really, thank you. Thank you. Well, it's close to me. It's something that I really lean on and really depend on at times in my life. When things aren't going quite right, you have to have something to secure you. And family, friends do that for me, and that's always been what the church has had a connection with.
How have you found your Catholicism change? You live in America now. We're going to talk about that in the second half. You are on the road quite a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You are so clearly rooted in Lancashire, yet you're never there, sort of thing.
No, it's true. I don't get back home as often as maybe I should or I would like. It is hard to keep that routine of mass, but your faith is always with you. I mean, your faith is something that you'll never lose or you'll never leave.
But it must have been tried and tested, particularly in this business.
Yeah, it has. This industry is hard.
What do you find hard about it?
Sometimes your confidence is maybe shaken or a bit knocked, and it's weird trying to be popular. Do you know what I mean? It's hard. This is not a regular job.
No, it's a highly irregular job.
And you put yourselves out there to basically please an audience and to present them with good music or sort of good jokes.
Sort of good jokes. That's definitely one from our website.
There you go.
Sort of good jokes.
Sort of good.
Alfie Boe. But I wonder whether, given your faith and given those moments of darkness that, everyone has, regardless of what they do, and it's different for different people, whether you make a connection between the reason you're here, whether you believe there's a spiritual reason why you have the gift you have.
That's a
light-hearted question.
Yeah, pretty deep question.
It's better than my sort of jokes, I think.
I think for everybody that's born into this world has to discover why we're here. But for me, I feel I have, to an extent, found the reason why I'm here.
Do you remember the moment? Was there a road to Damascus moment when you thought, God, that is why I'm here?
It wasn't a road to Damascus, but it was a road to Preston. It was a road to Bispam, yeah. It was. I was on my bike riding to work. I'd stopped singing for about 2 years because I was concentrating on an apprenticeship. I was being a car mechanic. But I was on the road riding my bike to work, and I thought, this is not what I want to be doing. This is not what I should be doing. And it was seriously like somebody was whispering in my ear, or a light had gone on, or a little flame had ignited. So I left work that day and contacted a friend about amateur dramatics.
So you basically turned your back on what was a life set up.
Yeah.
But you couldn't have that hair and that beard and be a mechanic. I'm just saying, Alf. I'm just saying, bro. Listen, we're going to talk some more, and I'm really interested in your musical choice. Can you tell me what you've chosen to play this morning?
Again, hymns really affect me, and there's two types. There's the big pomp and circumstance of hymn, that
the Led Zeppelin
hymn. Yeah, well, this is more of a Pink Floyd hymn. Be Still My Soul, and it's a calming, relaxing, really gives you an opportunity to examine things internally and really examine your thoughts.
And you sung a version of this on your 2007 album Onward.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Thanks for not playing it, though.
Well, we want to spread your love. We're going to be playing you later in the show anyway. This is Beth Nielsen Chapman with Be Still My Soul.